What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback...
He lets it fly. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
gun. They'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
Play action on 1st down. Starts to scramble to the left. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Georgia 14, Vanderbilt 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Got a man, it's Hoskins. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quickly out to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. Snags it on the right. He's loose. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Fabian. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The screen, and watch out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David. David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Commodores want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Pavia. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This defense has only first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good... on the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Pavia. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Hoskins. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after stop.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Wide out trying to get it in.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air. It's Pavia. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Timeout, Georgia.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grab behind the line. It's Sherrill. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the snap, it's Alexander. Grab near the marker, it's Pavia. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Fires left. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Extending the play. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Commodores will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And first down for the offense.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's dealt. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will give them the lead.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Georgia, 21. Vanderbilt, 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Pavia. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football.
Going for the big play. He's got it up the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Alexander. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running...
There he goes! Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second, because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright, and the least amount of hits as possible, because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. There's the pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Finds his man. It's Sherrill. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's got it. Touchdown Doors.
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
The Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bavia. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, defense, now you need a big play. You got the incompletion. You need one last play to keep this offense out of the end zone, and you win the game.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it.